Hi folks, it's John, the Blood Angels Commander, and today we've got the first ever battle report for the channel. So yeah, this is definitely a longer video. We really appreciate any feedback or constructive criticism on how we could make these reports better for the future. So leave me comments below and just anything you can do to tell me how you think it could be better, and I'll try and take your feedback on board. As always, if you like the video, I appreciate it if you hit like. If you want to see more Blood Angels content, we have content coming out like 3 times every week. Please consider subscribing. So today's mission is from the Grand Tournament 2020 pack. It's mission 31, Overrun. This mission features the long, opposite deployment zones, 24 inches apart, and basically 3 objectives within each of the deployment zones for both sides. So for the map, we tried to set up the terrain fairly symmetrical. My friend Hoofmaster actually won the roll-off, so he chose the side, and the big obelisk, like the Necron custom obelisk that you see right in the middle of the map, is obscuring. So from my secondaries, I was against a heavy tank list, so obviously bring them down. I also took engage on all fronts because I really wanted to be in close combat with said tanks. And then finally, I took raise the banners because I figured there's 3 objectives within my own zone, and the way I like to run sort of like this army list that you're about to see is as a blob, try to push forward, take some more objectives, so I really thought I could raise a couple more banners and sort of maximise secondary points this way. So the Imperial Guard player took bring it down to try and get 9 points out of my 3 10+ wound dreadnoughts, took engage on all fronts as well, which we kind of both agreed was not the best choice for his list, and then he took grind them down because obviously he had just those 9 tanks I think it was, so I had more units than him, so you could get a good amount of points via that way. So we got Dante again, Primaris Lieutenant with the Storm Shield. He is the Warlord. He has Speed of the Primarch and the Adamantium Mantle for his 5+ invulnerable, 5+ Feel No Pain. Carbolo, 2 3-man Aggressor Squads, Assault Intercessor Squad, a regular Intercessor Squad, a Leviathan with the Claw and the Cannon, a Contemptor with a Multi-Melta, 2 shots on that, right? The Claw and the Cyclone Missile Launcher, the Redemptor with the Macro, the Rocket Pods. I'm going to double check that it has the Rocket Pods because it might not. Or is it Elites? Yeah, Rocket Pods, Onslaught Cannons, Storm Bolters, Infiltrators, Sanguinary Ancient, Judicar, and Land Raider with Twin Las ×2 and Twin Heavy Bolter. Alright, go for it.
Okay, so we've got this guy is Knight Commander Pask, who has got a heavy bolter on the front, 2 plasma cannons that look like heavy bolters on the sides, and the heavy stubber on top, and the Punisher. Then we've got this guy who's also a tank commander, got the heavy stubber, plasma cannons, Punisher, gattle cannon. He's also the Warlord, and he's a weapon expert, which means his guns are extra -1.
Okay.
So that's 40 shots at -1. These 2 guys are just standard tank commanders. They both have a heavy flamer on the front and plasma cannons on the sponsons. We've then got 5 standard battle tanks. One that looks like a dwarven tank, but he'll get switched out.
Yep.
And one of them, this one here with the gold top, has got heavy flamers on the sides. The rest have all just got the heavy flamers on the front there. And finally we've got the Basilisk over here, who has a full payload, meaning it always does flat 3 damage.
Okay. And that's it? No infantry? Oh, there's a guy here.
Yeah, this guy. He's like the commander of the force.
Oh, sure.
He's a platoon commander, so he's super brave. But he does have the Relic of Lost Cadia, so he can make them all reroll 1s.
Okay.
To wound one turn.
Alright, so for the deployment, I obviously, because he picked the side, he deployed it first, so he put down that 1 tank commander in the zone, in the middle objective on his side. I start by putting a group of intercessors into the ruins. I guess if we imagine that the north, maybe for this video we'll say north is furthest away, so ruins of the north, we've got a group of intercessors in there. Ruins of the south, we put a group of infiltrators in there. The tanks are obviously just setting up in the middle. Put my assault intercessor squad into the cover in the middle objective. The idea was that with the troops in each of the choice, the first turn the troops were just going to raise all the banners. And then now, by placing those troops first, I guess I'm trying to decide, I want to see where he really lines up his tanks and make sure I get a good line of sight against some of them, especially with the big black obelisk in the middle, as previously mentioned, being obscuring. So yeah, it's just time about, and kind of finally decided to commit a large unit. So we committed the Leviathan Dreadnought kind of right opposite that blue tank you see here. And for this video we have two camera angles, the camera angle you see here and the camera angle you see overhead, and we'll switch between them. I had a cock up in that this camera that's filming right now didn't record any sound. First time I've used that camera, it wasn't mine. So there is intermittent, like, no sound during the video from certain points. So if there is no sound in certain areas, then I'll just try and talk over. But I think a good chunk of the video has audio, so it should be okay. So yeah, great. Let's get right into it. BA Commander versus Imperial Guard Hoofmaster. So I win the roll off, so I go first. So my guys in the ruins, they just move in and basically they're ready to raise the banners. And yeah, there's a couple of times the video is sped up, and if it's sped up I'll try and talk over and say roughly what's going on. I might not be able to remember exactly, but first of all I made a little bubble around with some dice on the table, so I know that everything that moves in with that bubble basically is getting Dante's buff, which is reroll all misses. And then the lieutenant actually ran, and I'm doing some running with the aggressors here as well, so they're basically advancing, so they're all within the bubble and they're all going to get bonus to hits from Dante. In hindsight, I have the Redemptor Dreadnought on the other side of the obscuring wall, and he just got picked off on his own. He could have maybe come over and been more useful if he just, but it was so busy on that one side of the objective. Yeah, that's handy. He's not, but so maybe we'll. Do you know what, we'll just go with it. So the Contemptor Dreadnought this time round has Cyclone Missile Launcher, Stormbolter, Multi-Melta. So Multi-Melta on the blue dice. Close to Steam Tank. Steam Tank, I guess. Yeah, let's get it off the board. Sorry, Multi-Melta on the blue dice, red dice for the Cyclone Missile Launcher, and then black dice for the Stormbolter.
And what is it? Crack missiles?
Yeah, for sure, crack missile, which is strength 8 minus 2, and I think it's 2 shots, right?
It'd be minus 3 though, is it? The Devastator.
Yep. Don't crack. Cyclone Missile Crack, heavy 2, strength 8 minus 3 d6 damage.
Okay.
Okay, so hitting on 2s. Stormbolters do nothing, or miss twice. So Multi-Melta, strength 8, toughness of the tank.
8.
4s. Doesn't wound. Missiles. 1 goes through. Stormbolters. Nothing. So 1 missile goes through.
Minus 3, so it'll be a 6
Oh,
up.
hold on. I have. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope. Damage.
6. Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
That makes up for missing.
What was that on the Steam Tank? Yeah.
Yeah. How many wounds do those things have? 12. Okay, it was probably profiled already then.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Okay.
So you're shooting done?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
Okay. 2 last cannons. This one. 2 last cannons. This one. Heavy bolters. The first one.
Okay.
So these last cannons first. Rerolling. Both hit anyway. Rerolling 1, strength 9, toughness 3s. 1 goes through. Minus 6.
Oh, minus, wait, it's minus 4, isn't it?
Yes.
I can't say it.
Oh, okay. Damage. 1. I'll CP that.
That was on this one, yeah.
Yeah. Right, heavy bolter on that one. Rerolling misses.
5s.
Rerolling ones, nothing. Alright, other last cannons. Rerolling. Both hit. 3 to wound. Both wound.
Can't save yet.
11 damage.
Ugh.
You said there were 12 wounds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's annoying. It's like, and that only 2 damage, yeah?
Yeah.
I have to take it out. Okay, this guy, we will put heavy plasma into this, rocket pods into this as well. We're going for high power in the heavy plasma, and then storm bolters and onslaught into this. So high power heavy plasma, 4 shots. Rerolling, 4 hits, strength 9, 3s, rerolling 1s. So 3 at -5.
So I can't save it.
Not saving
Does
that.
it block?
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I lost the rocket pod shot, that's fine. Onslaught, cannon onto this, 6 shots. Rerolling, 6 hits.
5s.
Yep, rerolling 1s. 3 at -2.
Two,
Is
nice.
onslaught heavy? Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Onslaught, yeah, heavy -2.
5 ups. 1 goes through.
1 damage.
Where's all my iron hands feel their pains?
Alright, the storm bolter off this one I said as well into that last one. Rerolling. 7 hits. 5 to wound. Or you said toughness 8.
Yep.
6 is to wound. Rerolling 1s.
No.
I didn't realise they were toughness 8. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
No joke. Okay, and then finally, I think it'll just have to be the storm cannon into that last tag.
Into this one.
Yeah. And I don't think he's in range of anything else now. Okay, 2, 5, 8, 10. Hitting on 2s. Rolling 1s. All hit. Danny's so strong. 5 to wound. Rerolling 1s. Oh my god. 1.
Beautiful. 5 up save. Nope. 2 damage.
Okay, killed 1 tank, profile 2 I guess, or maybe that one's right on the brink of being
That one's
profiled.
fine. 6.
6. I mean, it's turn 1, so I guess that's it.
Okay, you want to do the scores, Mr.
Where
John?
did I put
Mr.
that?
Commander?
Well, it's a better turn 1 than I did the last game. Bring it down 3, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
2.
Right,
3.
over 10
3.
wounds,
3.
yeah.
3.
All fronts, I'm not there yet. And banners, we have to wait.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay. So I get a CP.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend a CP to use that top profile.
Okay.
Then movement. So I'm going to move this tank 5 inches to here. Because it can fire the turret twice then, you see. He's not going to move, so he can roll 1s. When do I might have to... Relic lost key, yeah. Start of end turn. Yeah, he's gonna unveil, start the turn, unveil the relic of lost Cadia.
Okay.
So anything within 12 inches of him basically get reroll 1s and wound rolls a 1 as well.
Okay, well, just for 1 turn, is it?
Yeah. It's quite strong. So he can move 5 and just touch that objective. Let's move 5 back to here. He's going to move 5 to there. He's going to move 5 to there. What are you going to do? You can reroll ones out of me. So the advantage of KDS standing still is to reroll ones, but because they are in a way. He's just going to go back a bit. He's going to just going to stay within that tank protection. Cool. All right. Shooting, I guess. So at the start of the shooting phase, he is going to order this tank to reroll the amount of shots.
Okay.
No, sorry, he's going to order this tank to reroll the amount of shots. He's going to order himself to reroll the amount of shots. So these two both reroll the amount of shots. And that's all. Yeah. Hask's the other one that can do orders.
Okay.
Can do 2 orders. So, he is going to fire everything at him.
Okay.
So start with the plasma.
Tell me what it is, because I'm going to play Duty Eternal and Dreadnought this turn.
High power plasma cannons first.
Okay, but what else guns does he have?
40 shots from the Punisher.
40. What is the Punisher?
Strength 5 minus 1 AP.
Damage.
1.
Okay, I guess go for it.
Okay, high power plasma. 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 3s, real ones.
Oh my god, good.
So that's 3.
Wounding on 3s?
Oh, that's. No, yeah, so it takes 1 damage from.
Oh yeah, got damage on it.
Reroll room rolls a 1. No. So it's 2 at minus 3, is it, plasma?
Yeah, I'll just take it on as a vulnerable save. 5 pluses. 1 goes through. 6 plus feel no pain. No. 2 damage.
Okay, Punisher kind of. 10, 15, 20. I'll just do this twice, John.
Okay. What are you hitting on with this?
3 or 1. So I've dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15 hits so far.
Okay.
So that's 14. So that's 29 hits.
Yep.
So that's 20 dice. So I'll just add in 9. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep. Big ones on 5.
Strength 5, yeah.
Toughness 7.
5s. Reroll 1s. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 saves at minus 1.
16. Okay, go pick up here. 2, 5, 8, 10, 12, 13, 16. So he normally has a 2 plus save? Oh, no, yeah, 2 plus save. So it'll be a 3 plus save. 16 times.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go through. Right? Heal no pains. Nada.
Is it 6 up? I can tell here.
Yes. 5 plus advantage, 6 up. Well, he'll be profiled.
Okay, this tank onto him. So, battle cannon shots. 2d6 shots. Reroll the 1. 10 shots.
How do we roll? Oh, because they ordered.
8, 10, yeah. So hitting on 4s, real and 1s. Strength 8, toughness, so 3s to win. Real 1s. 5 saves. Minus 2.
So 4 pluses. Oh, that's not very good.
Then it's D3 each.
Oh, that's pretty horrible.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds.
Right, so we need. We've got 4 left. So we need 5 6s, something like that. And we get nothing. And does he explode? No.
Dispatched.
Deleted.
Okay, next tank commander is going to shoot at your Land Raider.
Okay.
So, met shots, everything at Land Raider. Met shots. I'm going to reroll 3 because I'm greedy. Oh, 7. 4, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Reroll 1s. KDF thing. And then wounding on toughness 8 is it 4s. Reroll 1s. 1 wound, minus 2.
So 4 plus.
Fails. 1 damage. Then the plasma. 6 shots. High power. Always high power, let's say. 3s. Reroll 1s. Ugh. That's 2 wounds. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
Minus 4 is
Minus 3.
Sure.
Really?
That power plasma is minus 4, is it not? Or is it different for the.
No, it's the same.
I don't have a plasma cannon on my list. The macro plasma is minus 4. I would have thought plasma was minus 4.
3.
3, okay. 5s. Oh, we're not doing this again with my saves, are we?
8 damage.
Jesus. Put your 2 wounds on your.
Next time. We'll go with this one next. So yeah, just on your Land Raider. Right shots. 7. 4s, real 1s. And 4s. 3 saves.
Minus.
Minus 2.
So 4s. 2 plus 2 damage.
2.
Oh.
Next tank, same thing. 6, 7, 8 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4s. Reroll 1, still in range of the guy. And then 4s. So that is 3 more saves.
Minus 2 again?
Yep.
Better.
Okay, this tank, same deal. He won't be rerolling 1s though. 12 shots.
This time to roll the double 6 though, eh?
6. And 12. Hit on 4s.
Oh, that's not so good.
So that's 4 hits. And then 4s. 3 saves.
Minus 2 again.
Yep.
Ugh, damage.
3, 6, 7, 8 damage.
That's it. It doesn't explode.
Does it get anything in it?
No.
Okay, final tank is going to shoot at the. Yeah, you can see your aggressors. To shoot the aggressors.
Which squad? Okay.
So, right shots. 6 and 8. On 4s. And then on 2s. 3. Minus 2.
So 5 to save. How much damage each?
D3. First one. 3. Second one. 1. Third one. 2.
Okay, so 6 damage total. Yes.
Yeah, do it at 10.
So 3
Yeah.
for the first model. She loses 2.
Next one was 1, wasn't it? Or was it 2?
It was 1. Fails.
And then 2.
2 next, and the last guy. Double fail. Okay, so 1 aggressor is dead, and 1 has 1 wound, correct?
Yeah.
It was front squad, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay 2 CP and fire them all again.
I was about to shit my pants. Fucking hell. Close combat?
Oh, I forgot to do something. It's fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, go combat, so.
My turn?
Scores.
Score it up. Grind them down. I killed 1, you
1.
killed 2. Is that correct?
Yep. So you get 2 points for that.
Okay, you're not in all fronts.
No.
And you did kill a Land Raider.
Yep.
Okay.
So start your turn, you hold 3 objectives, but you don't hold more.
Yep, so I get 10.
5. 10. Yeah, because 2, 3 more. This one, yes, 10.
Yep.
You're correct.
And then I get 3 from the banners.
Yep.
And when do I score all fronts? Now or at the end?
End of your turn.
Okay, good. Okay. Right, so I guess these guys are hiding. These guys are chilling. These guys are chilling.
There's less last cannon than something now, which is good.
Yeah. Can you just walk over that?
You take -1 because it's not infantry.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, but do -1. I think that's fair. I mean, probably when you went round it would have been -1 anyway, right? Decisions. Aggressors. Remind me, because you and Colin played this. You heal them when anywhere where they. So this squad moves as long as the medic's with them. Then you
End
heal
of the
them.
movement phase, yeah.
Okay. Then medic is going to run.
I forgot something huge in that.
So medic can move 12. I need to think about this. He needs to be within 3 of the aggressors. So even if I roll a 1 on the aggressors, they move 7. So if they move in 7, he needs to be within 3 of that, but he can go 12. But I don't want him to be really the closest person to you anyway, so he can just go there.
No, Collins want to come over tonight and have a game.
Well, that'll keep you busy. I kind of want him to get some rerolls, but if I jump really aggressively, or this is like your warlord guy, isn't it?
No, that's. Oh, yeah. That's actual warlord.
And is there a 9-inch gap? Like, can I get down there and have a 9-inch charge?
Come over here, yeah.
And it's like toughness 8 tank. There's no unrunnable save or nothing on that tank, is there?
No, that's kind of a weakness.
Okay, do you know what? We'll go this way. He'll jump there. He'll jump here.
I always wonder if it worth taking Celestine with them.
The Imperial Guard.
No, it gives them 6 up in them.
Oh, interesting.
But, I mean, how often
This-
do you actually get 1 in 6 for every lot, you know?
Saying that, in the last game we rolled like 5 6s on the run save and kept that thing alive. That you know, like considering how close the last game was, that might have actually been a big deal. And first aggressor squad are running, so they're going 5 plus 2 plus 1, so 8. Do you know what? I positioned that front guy perfectly. Second aggressor squad are running. So 5 plus 3 plus 1 is 9.
Well, if you put your dreadnoughts further forward.
Okay. Lieutenant is running. 4. You can't get through, so we'll just go there. And the Judicar. You don't have a lot of things that are going to intercept me anyway, but I'll run them.
I ain't going to combat with you.
Yeah. So
Which
11.
Okay. Okay. And then these guys are just. Kind of want to just hold the objectives. I don't want to get shot by your tanks. Do you know what I mean? Like if I pop them onto the objective out of cover, you'll just like that cannon might even just blow them up with its 40 shots. Okay, end of the movement phase. Corbolo is going to restore wounds to the aggressor squad. D3.
Yeah.
So I need a 3+ really to get them back to full health. Oh, why am I rolling it over there? I'm just rolling. It was 3 anyway. Okay.
Take the 3. It wasn't 3.
You sure?
Well, you rolled it, yeah. So
But it should have been over here. Okay.
it's fine. You rolled the dice.
Okay, so he puts that squad back on full health. And then I'm not entirely sure when you play this strat. I can't have missed it though. Because we're going to use Chalice Overflowing. Use this stratagem in your movement phase. Select one sanguinary priest from your army. Until the end of the turn, they can use the Narculum ability one additional time. In addition, this unit can target a friendly unit with the NARCM ability, even if it's already been used by the NARCM this turn. So, beginning of my turn, I changed my doctrine up, sorry. So I'm now in Assault Tactical Doctrine.
Yeah.
And I went up to 12 CP. I'm going to lose 1 CP to use the Narcissism again on that same squad.
Okay.
So, on a 4+, a single model is returned with 1 wound remaining. And it's Corbolo, so Corbolo has a stratagem where once per turn you can reroll any dice for free, so I'll try again. Did that last time.
He ain't coming back.
Did that last time. 75% chance to return a unit, both times failed. Fuck's sake. In my anger I've moved the damn objective. It's the same as when like 3 times I cast litanies against you, 3 times fails. 66% chance. Okay. Shooting phase then.
Where do your guns go? Oh, sorry.
I think I'm okay.
Can you check us over a coat?
Just for that. Infernal Pistol into that tank. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Hits. Strength 8. Force to wound. Wounds.
Minus.
Infernal Pistol is minus. It's a melta, so it's -4, right?
Yeah, you can't say that.
And d6 damage. 2.
Oh, take a photo of this actually.
Okay. Storm Cannon into this tank.
Okay.
Heavy Flamers and Melty Gun into that tank. So Heavy Flamer, 8 shots. 2, 6, 8. Wounding on 5. 3 saves, -1.
Force. 1.
Metal Gun, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 4s. Storm Cannon, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Rerolling 1s. Dante's right next to it. All hit. Strength 7, 5 to wound. Rerolling 1s because the 10 is close by. Yeah. 1.
It's tough when it's 5 to wound, eh?
Yeah. Can see why catches silver fire is valuable, but then that's only the closest target.
Goes, so.
2 wound. No, that one over there. Sorry.
This one.
Yeah. Okay. High power plasma. Do you know what? I'll put it into the tank that's got the 6 wounds.
This one.
Yes.
Sure.
And I don't remember the range on an onslaught. I think it's 24.
No, it's like 30.
I think the heavy is 30. Onslaught is
24 with the regular
okay.
onslaught. That's
Oh, you
right
see
for-
all the repulsor's weapons are getting buffed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, and hunter killer missiles are going to strength 10 as well.
I did see that. You know the Leviathans can take 3 hunter killers. You can shoot them all in the same turn if you want.
On twos.
Roll Icarus rocket pods. That's what I'm looking for. Rocket pods are 24 as well. Okay,
So I'm going to be drop lieutenant and just load up 600 killer missiles onto them.
you tough point spare to get those extra tactical guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so heavy plasma into this.
Uh huh.
All its other guns into this tank.
Okay.
Start with the heavy plasma then. 2 shots, high power. 3s, both hit, strength 9,
Threes.
both wound, -4,
Can't save.
4 damage.
Okay, so he's down to 2.
Okay, we'll do onslaught cannon first into that one.
You're almost killing a lot of attacks.
3s,
5.
5s,
-1, is it?
yeah.
Good.
Okay, Icarus rocket pods, 2 hits, rerolling misses, 1 strength 7, so that's not a wound, they need to be 5s, and Stormbolter, 6, 8, rerolling misses, 5 to wound, 4 wounds with the Stormbolter, go figure.
No, 2.
I got 6, didn't I?
Yeah, but 6s. You need 6s.
Oh, we need 6s?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stormbolter doubles.
So is it 1 or 2?
2.
You
No.
choose-
Oh, what did I don't know, I had 4 dice there.
Fine.
That's fine. Okay. That's most of it. So just aggressors then. Okay, so it's basically, I'm going to shoot both squads of aggressors at... Oh no, wait a second.
They're 18 in range, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't think this guy will be in
Yeah.
range, but... Do you know what, we'll hit this tank here with the front squad. Yeah, front squad will hit that tank there.
Mm-hmm.
This squad will hit... No, I think it's better. All of them into that. I think splitting the fire here. I'm not...
What about the guy at the back?
He's missed. He's not shooting anything. He's not ranged.
Well, you can shoot this one.
So I kind of don't want to kill that one. I'm just going to charge it.
Okay. That's you.
I mean, I don't know what difference it makes if I... Okay, well, do you know what? We'll shoot it. We'll see. We'll get a couple of wounds off of it. Okay, so there's actually 12 hits. 2...
You still need 6s to wound it, so.
Okay, so there's one guy against that. The rest of 4 are going to shoot that one other time, I think. So rerolls to hit. 10 hits.
You need to blow up there.
6s. 3 saves. -1, because we're in tactical.
4 then? 1.
Take a wound.
It's probably worth
Okay, then I'll just roll this 4 times for the...
it. Okay.
Because otherwise I'm picking up a million dice.
Is that against this one? This
that
one?
one, that's where they're all in range of, yeah. So, oh no, because I can't roll it. So I need to do the grenades. 12, 13, 14, 15 grenades. So 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, and then 6 shots each. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Why, oh why, does my guy never revive as the aggressors? Alright, so 3's to hit. Re-rolling everything.
Is that both squads firing at it, yeah?
Yes. Okay, and then 6 is to wound. Rerolling ones. Should get some 6s. Too many fucking dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 4, 7. 7 at minus 1.
4 ups. 3.
Okay.
So he's 11. No. 9.
Okay. Charging. Aggressors will charge it.
I'm going to pay 1 CP to do Overwatch
Right.
and 1 CP to do Defensive Focus, whatever it's called.
Okay.
So it's a hit on 5s instead of 6s.
Okay.
So amount of shots from the battle cannon. CP 8.
Still, that's a big CP.
It is, yeah. 5 ups. 3 hits. 2 for wound. Oh, come on. 1 minus 2.
5 plus save. Saved.
Ugh.
Is that all it's got in battle cannon? Okay.
Oh, Flamer. Flamer, sorry. Decent shots. Wounding on 4s. 4 saves, minus 1.
Should go through. Feel no pains. 5 plus. Nothing.
You put Flamer on for a reason.
Okay. That's fine. I can deal with that. I don't even know if they get in. That should do. Yeah, they do. Okay, Leviathan will charge it.
Okay.
7. Yeah, okay. And
Yep, so now I have no audio for a little bit in this video. So basically the Dante, the Leviathan and the Aggressors charge into that last tank. The Leviathan alone is going to be able to kill it. I mean, with Dante's rerolls for sure, so he's going to be hitting on 2s and then wounding on 2s as well. So there's no chance that he's not going to be able to do it, and the tank's probably going to only get 6 plus save. So I think it should be 5 attacks from Leviathan coming. And yeah, I mean, at this point the game is actually quite close, I think. Like I actually struggled a little bit, like Andrew was joking with me, like there is a lot of tanks there. You see the yellow dice, there's a lot of tanks that have taken wounds but not many finished off. And then I'm sure it was actually, I think I attacked first with Dante actually because I wanted to consolidate into the building and give Dante a 1 plus save. Because there were still 3 other tanks around there. So yeah, Dante does kill the tank, and then I consolidate 3 inches into the building essentially, badly moving the terrain around. But yeah, so Dante is a bit more survival. Then I activate the Leviathan, move him 3 inches towards the objective. Then I activate the Aggressors, move them 3 inches. Unfortunately, they're actually within 3 inches of that tank. So I can pile in to the tank essentially and lock it up in combat, forcing him to either shoot the Aggressors next turn with -1 or move out, and he will get to attack. He did get to attack the Aggressors, but I think that tank only hits on 6s, so I was feeling pretty confident about that. So yeah, that was pretty much the end of my turn there. There was nothing else I could do. But I kind of scored pretty decently. The 3 points from the banners coming up. I'm now in all fronts. Brought down another tank, so that was obviously another 3, and then 10 points from primaries because I held 3, but at the beginning of the turn we both held 3, so that's where the 10 points came from. So a decent enough second turn, especially after a very poor scoring first turn, but as much as I wasn't killing tanks, profiling a lot of the tanks I think helped. I'm not sure. I think the only thing I would have really done differently in the first turn is maybe use like I said, bring the relic contemptor over to the same side where they had everything. I just felt like I was going to be very thin on the ground on the other side, and I didn't. Andrew's actually got 2 tanks that haven't that were set up as strategic reinforcements, the Basilisk and his actual tank commander Pask, and both those tanks were very strong. So yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I don't know why the Relic Contemptor deployed over on his own. He deployed over on his own there and essentially just died. So that was a bit crappy, really. And then, yeah, so now we move on to Andrew's turn. And he's asking at this point where the infiltrators are. I guess, as we just mentioned with the Deep Strikers, he's trying to decide where he's going to bring on those extra tanks. Yeah, and I basically told them that they were just more than an inch away from the buildings. That's just habit, right? You put them more than an inch away from the edge of the buildings so that they can't be combated through the buildings. But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter so much in that when you're fighting a list of all tanks, he's never gonna want to get into close combat. So these tanks were able to move if they moved half the distance, and we finally swap out the crappy looking steam tank we had to borrow from because he forgot to bring a tank with him, and the only other models we had around were old fantasy models. So if these tanks only move half, they're still able to shoot their guns at maximum, I believe. I wasn't familiar with this list, and I was actually quite scared against it because I never. There's a lot of strength. There's a lot of toughness 8 things. Like every tank was toughness 8, so the aggressors in shooting were actually very ineffective. Just because you're only wounding on 6s, even with the 50 or so shots they get, and the rerolls from Dante and the rerolls of 1s or wounds, they really didn't do much at all. Now he tried to advance a tank here to get into the other side for engage on all fronts, and yeah, I guess this is why his picks were bad, because he probably could have used that firepower, but because he'd picked the wrong secondary, he basically had to give up shooting a tank to try and get into the other side of the board. I did say to him you could bring one of your other tanks, like you could have brought in one of his tactical reinforcements, and the Basilisk over on that side, I had nothing strong on that side of the board. The Basilisk was like super safe. I mean, even if you think where the Leviathan is right now, just right of the aggressors behind that building that Andrew's conveniently obscuring right now, it was even at 8 inches, it would have taken him the best part of, like, if the Leviathan had just moved south, if we think of, because the board's flipped now round, if the Leviathan now moved south towards the far end of the board and just started moving, like, I don't even know if he can reach that Basilisk within, what is this? I'd only have 3 more turns, so I'd only be able to move 24. No, so I think he'd been totally safe to bring that Basilisk in the quadrant forward. My infiltrators are never going to kill it, especially if it's toughness 8. I don't know what a Basilisk toughness 8. Even on toughness 7, I think my infiltrators are never going to kill it either. And the infiltrators kind of need to stay on the objective too, because I need the points from the objective. So, yeah, I mean, maybe that was a bad choice. Now I think he decided to shoot Dante next, or he decided to get rid of Dante. I mean, unchecked, I guess that would be a really big problem for him. And this is when I'm actually looking for the stratagem cards, and I'm not finding what I'm looking for. I decided to play Transhuman Physiology on Dante, just because it's actually in the Blood of Baal book, so I looked through the old Codex Blood Angels incorrectly and then found it was in the Blood of Baal, because one of my friends uses that a lot, Transhuman Physiology, and I haven't used it so much myself, but he was going to be hitting him with a battle cannon, I believe, and some other high strength weapons, so I felt like forcing him to wound on 4s potentially would help Dante stay alive. And oh yeah, he forgot to do his orders, so he's doing that right now. And then now he's going to shoot, I think, the battle cannon at Dante. And I think he has some rerolls here as well. So I had to take some saves. And it was a pretty solid amount of shots that was coming in, right? Like you see how many saves I'm having to take here. So I think it was really some value CP to transhuman Dante, and then I think he decided to shoot a lot at the Redemptor Dreadnought next, or it's coming up, and then decided to Duty Eternal that. So it basically meant like 2 of his primary targets that he wanted dead, he was going to really struggle to get dead, I guess. And Duty Eternal is a really weird one when you're running a list like this with 3 Dreadnoughts, because it can be really, you don't want to play it and then have them shoot out another Dreadnought that's potentially stronger. So yeah, I mean, I guess it is what it is, but I definitely used the Duty Eternal here, and it was also quite valuable. And I remember him asking me specifically, like, what are you going to shoot, or who, you know, what, he asked me something, and I was like, yeah, you can shoot either of them with that tank, but you know, Dante's transhumaned and the Dreadnought's Duty Eternal. So
Didn't think that would kill him. But
Hyper plasma, I mean, minus.
-3. Battle cannon onto these dudes. 9 shots.
I should have charged him and kept him next to the Leviathan wrong. Stupid fault, I guess.
These are going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Move. Did he? No. Did he move?
Which one?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he moved 5.
Yeah, so I can't reroll 1s. No, yeah. 3s, 2s, toughness.
5.
Did they? Aggressors.
Yeah.
No, that's too much on it. 3. 4 -2.
Okay, so 5s. And what are they? 2 damage each?
No, D3.
Nothing.
Okay, first one.
Kills the first one. Oh well, they're dead. They're dead. They're dead.
So I've got the grind me down now. Just
Right, I'll just score you for that now then.
cool.
What is it? 2 or 3?
3.
So you should have got an extra one last time, because I only gave you 2.
Oh.
I think I was thinking it was in all fronts, you know.
Not as well on all fronts. He's when the aggressor. Is he closest target now?
I mean,
Yeah.
you might be, but he's within 3 inches of the squad.
Doesn't matter if he's
Oh, it's
closest.
just keep getting that wrong.
No, I'm going to shoot the dread. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that dread up. So, battle cannons, rerolling the shots. If I want. 7.
Oh, hold on. You're shooting a dread with what?
Battle cannon.
And what tanks have you not shot yet?
I haven't shot that one or the basilisk
Or that?
or Pask.
In the battle cannon's 2 damage a shot, isn't it?
D3.
And what else guns does that tank have?
None.
Do you know what?
He's got plasmas and a heavy bolter on top of him.
And what can he see? You can see the same dread. Can you see the Leviathan?
He can't, no.
No. I feel like. Okay, Duty Eternal in this.
Okay. Well, no CP, John.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s then.
It's a key turn, I think. Go for it.
2. 3s. 2 -2.
So, he saves my 3+, so it's 5s. One goes through.
D3. 1 damage.
So Eternal did nothing.
Is it not just the way?
Right. We're going to go this tank next.
Yeah.
So we're going to put all its shots onto those guys.
Okay.
Plasma at high power.
Okay. You're gonna kill that tank yourself, you know that?
He's fine.
Okay.
So plasma. 2 shots. Yeah, takes a wound.
Yeah.
Down to 8. Can't find the 8. There is no 8.
No, it's good. It's on your thumb.
That's it.
Alright.
So 2 to wound. Yeah. Minus 3 on your down at the back.
So +1 from cover.
Sure.
So 5s to save. Oh, saved. Now you're 40 shots.
Stubber.
Oh, Summers.
1 hit. Wounds.
Minus.
No.
So 2 stays?
Yep.
Ooh, saved.
Now the big gun.
Fucking hell. Someone upstairs is.
15. So it's twice. Hit on 3s.
That's a pretty good roll, actually.
So that is
16?
16, yeah. Four, 5, 6. It's 30.
30. So I had 10 more dice for that. We've got 4, 6, 8, 10. What are you wounded on?
Spent 5, so 3s.
3s, yeah.
And he's minus.
So yeah, at this point Andrew was pretty determined to get me off that middle objective at the back there, but sitting in cover there, giving my guys basically a 2+ save, actually, and then I think it was quite a lot, but I feel like I actually did okay with the saves. I think he said it was 22, so I just ended up rolling the saves like 3 or 4 times. But then we had a discussion here. So I removed 3.5 models, because I thought he said 22, but he said 26. So I removed 3.5 models, but I guess we both got confused at that point. Like, I think maybe he thought he should do more damage, so I just said, right, like, let's just roll it back and do the full 26 saves in a single dice roll. So, or I guess I did it as 2 13s, and we worked out, like, so the first 13 there was 5 failures, and the second 13 there was actually 10 failures, so the whole squad would have been wiped on that second dice roll. And I was trying to make sure it was super fair, so I just said, like, let's just do it one more time and see if 7.5 was a real option here. So in the second set I failed 3, and then just 5, which was 8, so it was pretty much exactly the same as the first roll, just 1 extra wound. So yeah, the squad lost 3.5 members, which was better than I'd hoped for. I mean, cover makes such a big difference sometimes, and then I think I'm trying to remember what he was shooting at now. Might just take me a second. I think I'm messing with the other camera. So the other camera is the one that recorded the audio from the game, but yeah, I guess because this is our first battle report, there was going to be some teething issues, so sorry again about this. And leave me a comment below on what you would normally expect. Like, I know some people like maybe don't show all the dice rolls, and some people don't show the entire turn sequence. I mean, if you're wanting to view a battle and learn, I feel like you want to see the whole thing. I know personally, like, I feel like you learn a lot more when you lose a game rather than when you win a game. So it's like looking at this back, it kind of, you know, I feel like I learned more about. Yeah, it's a toughie, I guess. So what I don't want to be doing though is, I mean, I guess a 2-hour video is no. So you snake-eyed something there, and then I think I said to him. So I think he was rolling the number of shots or something at this point for a cannon against maybe like the Dreadnought. I guess we'll see what I take off. I'm struggling a little bit to remember what he was shooting at this point. Or he might have actually been reshooting at Dante. I know he did kill Dante, but that might be. Well, I mean, a lot of saves to make, and like, yeah, I think I passed a lot. But I guess I don't know. I don't know if you just didn't focus fire or if you needed like all his tanks on one wing, kind of like how I had all mine on one wing. Because like he started to get thinned out, and then he had the same problem I had, where like he was wounding things, but he just wasn't finishing stuff off. I guess maybe there were some good saves rolled. Usually, like what goes around comes around. If you get a bunch of crappy saves, then later in the game you'll get some really good ones. And then he actually charged Dante at the end of his turn, basically so that Dante couldn't charge his pass guy right just off screen at the very bottom here. He really didn't want Dante to get into combat with him, because I think I had CP left, so I could have played Red Rampage or whatever. So yeah, by charging Dante, essentially he locked him up in with that tank, which wasn't ideal. And I think I was just trying to think what I was checking. I think it was Corbolo maybe was checking his weapon, the Heaven's Teeth, because I don't usually run Corbolo, I usually run Mephistone, but it did a few wounds. Or do you know what, maybe that was actually Dante's attack, because I wrote down damage. So at the end of that turn, after being quite a bit ahead after turn 1, the Imperial Guard the army just stalled, really. He didn't get anything from Bring Me Down. He maybe got 3 from Grind Me Down, but he got nothing from all fronts. But he could have, like, because we talked about that, how he could have definitely had points from that. So at the start of turn 3, I guess Leviathan's moving up, ready to get charged. Ready to charge, sorry. The aggressors are actually going to go onto this objective just off screen behind this building, and the Judicar and the other Dreadnought are going to come over here and deal with this tank. It's way too close for comfort. I mean, like, that advance there was probably, last turn by him was probably the wrong move. I think I got the aggressors to go down into that objective to raise a banner on it, so if we did lose one up in our own deployment zone, we'd have more banners. And I am advancing the aggressors. As I say, against the armour they really weren't that effective, their guns anyway. And then I think we advanced Lieutenant as well here. Basically I wanted him to be close to the squad of aggressors so he couldn't be targeted. I don't know why I'm taking so long to measure this. Must have been really deciding. Like, that guy is my warlord, so it would have been nice if he'd been more in combat with like the 5 tanks on the other side of the board. But I guess it is what it is. So I mean, at this point he still has 2, 4, 6, 8 tanks alive. So I've only killed 3, I think. But now we get into melee combat, and now we're in turn 3, so we're now looking at some Savage Echoes charges. So basically everything's hitting with, like, both Dreadnoughts. They're going to be -4 in their claws, so there's literally going to be no saves. I think I was trying to revive an aggressor with Carbolo. I think I needed a 4+ and had a reroll. I rolled the 3, and then on the reroll I rolled the 2, so that was pretty tragic. %75% chance to get someone back alive in failure. So the storm cannon shooting into one of the tanks over there that's a bit wounded, but it's going to be 5s to wound, and I feel like the storm cannon really wasn't effective this game, but this was a better roll for sure. So that's a lot of -2 saves, but just a couple went through, and it was enough though, so that tank's gone. And then we went the heavy flamer into the tank right in front. Oh well, we went with the melter gun and missed with the 1 roll. Heavy flamer, 7 shots into the blue tank on the left of the screen, or it would be the east of the screen if we're seeing the dice trays at the north. Just 1, so just 1 damage off that. But I mean, that tank's a goner because of the charge. So with the plasma cannon, we're gonna shoot, I think, the tank right in front of us, and I believe I maybe went on high power. So usually when I go on high power, I play Wisdom of the Ancient, just so that you get to re-roll the 1s. So I think I start with, well, I think it was going to be 1 shot from the plasma cannon, which is terrible. So I actually think I sat for a second and went, yeah, I'm going to use a CP on that. So it was 3 shots. I think I was just declaring everything into this tank. So 2 go through at -4, so it's just a flat 4 damage straight onto it. Oh yeah, I count up wounds, he counts down wounds. Then I guess the rocket pods missed. Then this was the onslaught cannon. It would be 5s to wound, so 1 goes through, which he saves, and then it's like the storm bolter, which is 8 shots. And nothing. Yeah, toughness 8 is a real dick, I guess. I think I might have shot the Judicar's pistol at it as well. I guess the aggressors were probably going to open up on that tank there. So it would be 6 shots per aggressor, then D6 grenades. I guess there's 3 of them left, so good amount of grenades there. I think it was 13. So you'd be talking 31 aggressor shots. I actually think they're... I guess we'll see. Yeah, aggressors are just crazy. That's if they moved. So if they didn't, when they don't move, they get so many shots. So I'm just measuring if they're still within the range of Dante to see if I get rerolls. And the answer is yes. So like out of the 31 shots, we get like 29 hits. It's bloody crazy. Something like that anyway. Still too many dice to fit into my hands basically. And then okay, I'm really confused. I just rolled all those dice and he didn't make any save. Maybe it was wounds on 6s and there wasn't a single 6. I mean, that's possible. It must have been the aggressors that were shooting. Don't know what else I've been rolling all those dice from, but then then we get on to the charges. That's where it gets fun. Big Dread gets in, obviously. Judicar gets in. Basically, if I fail any of these, I'm going to CP them. There's no way I can afford to not get these in. But the +1 to charge really helps me out here. So we get the Leviathan in, and then I think Corbolo comes in now and joins Dante. I think that's what I got wrong earlier. So he'll come in and join Dante. I mean, Dante can probably finish off that tank now that we're in Savage Echoes, so he would get an extra attack. But Corbolo rolls an 11, so he's coming in. I think my plan was to maybe just... I don't really know what the plan was. Like, Corbolo should have maybe stayed on the other side of the barricade. Might have been able to do a little bit of healing on Dante, and that would have maybe kept him alive into the next turn. But not to be, I guess. So I think this is me checking the other camera now. So any second we're going back to game footage or game sound. So enjoy.
Whole game, I guess we'll see. We'll show the whole game. Whole game. Okay. We'll show the whole game. Okay.
That's cool.
I'll just check it again in a few minutes. All right. Close combat. Have you got the CP to interrupt with?
Yeah. But I'm not good at it.
I don't know what you interrupt with though.
I'm not good at it.
So it's turn 3, so we're in Assault Doctrine, so we'll start with the Leviathan. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, all hit, wounding on 2s. He can reroll something. I think it's be infantry.
Against infantry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 5 at -4.
I can't save it.
12 damage.
Does he blow up? Plus better tanks, yeah. You only got 3, mind you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
This one, Redemptor. Not really. Normally you shoot him off the board quite early. I don't know, you've left him for a change. So his weapon skill is 3+, his Redemptor Dreadnought. 4 attacks, so 5, it's same 6 attacks, strength 14, so it'll be 3s to hit. Strength 14, toughness 8, so it would be normally 3s, but +1 from Blood Angel, so it's 2s. 3 again, -4, I think. Redemptor Fist, let me double check. -4, yes.
Can't do much about it.
D6 damage each.
Ugh. Does it blow up?
13 damage.
No. Hoovering up the tanks now, aren't you?
That's nice. Okay, Dante against the tank under there.
Your other guy first, and then I get to go, then Dante.
Oh yeah, the other guy. Yeah, I'm with you, Carbolo. Again, he never gets into close combat. He's got weapon skill 2+ and 6 attacks. Hitting on 2+. Rerolling because I'm next to Dante. I'll hit. It's going to be...
+1 2 is quite big, actually.
Yeah, it's huge. Strength 5, so it would be 5s +1, so it's 4s. Rerolling because I'm within 6 of my lieutenant. This is all changing, right?
Yeah.
3 go through, and he's just got some sort of, it's called the Angel's Teeth or something. It's some sort of fancy chainsword, basically. Heaven's Teeth. It'll be -2, and it's just 1 damage.
So 5 ups. So it takes 2 damage. It's 5. Which he's now bracketed, so he'll get, I think it's D3 attacks. 3 attacks. 1 hit. It's on Dante. 1 wound on Dante.
2+. Yeah, saved. Okay, and now it's Dante. So it'll be 6, but we're in turn 3, so it'll be 7. And I didn't get charged, so can't get that bonus. So hits on 2s, rerolling 1s, 7 hits.
We'll do that either.
Yeah, 4 to wound, because it's strength 6 plus the 1. Rerolling 1s.
We'll do that either.
4 at -4.
I can't save
You're
him.
probably not going to get the save now, right?
Yeah.
So it's just damage, D3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many is it left?
And it blows.
Oh, it blows up?
Yeah.
What's the range? 6 inches?
I think so. Let's check. I think it's 6 and D3. Do. Gonna start emailing about stuff that's missing in this app. 6 inches D3.
Okay.
So Dante 3.
Ouch.
Do you have a wound off him already?
Yes. Didn't he? There's a dice in there, yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
you put it in. Yeah, so he's taken 4 wounds.
And your medic get paid.
2. Okay. Go change Dante. Yeah, Dante's dice. Go change it to 4.
So he's got 1 wound left, yeah?
2. He's got 6.
Finish shooting my attacks.
Well, I was killing him with close combat, but yeah, end of turn then. Bring it down. I mean, I killed
3, 6, 9, 12. You maxed it.
Okay. We haven't been keeping up on that at all. All fronts, I'm in 3 quadrants. So
you get 2 for that.
shouldn't I have 6 for that then? Because I've done it for 3 turns. Or didn't? No, I didn't do it in the first turn.
Turns, yeah.
No, and then banners.
You've already scored them, haven't you?
No, I haven't scored them. I scored them now, don't I?
No, your command phase.
Oh, you scored them at the start of the next turn. Yes,
Yeah.
because you scored them at the end of the game. Yes.
And how many things did you kill there compared to me?
Killed that tank. Killed that tank. Killed that tank. So 3, and then killed the tank with 2 wounds as well.
So I
So
wouldn't
4.
have got Grammy down, would I?
You killed the aggressors and the sergeant.
Yeah,
so
so
no.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
So I'm up to 3 CP. are your guys in there? What are those in there? Are they just
Infiltrators. And intercessors on this one.
So even if I go 10, I can't get on the objective. So I might as well go 5. Then yeah, let's get away from the Leviathan, and that'll actually get me the offense as well if I can
Oh yeah.
get over here or something.
You're already on there. They're taking the gun.
Oh yeah. Was he down to 8?
Yes.
None of them are profile, so that's only keep CP. Oh, how many did I have at the start of the turn there?
Objectives.
Yeah,
One.
was it just the one? Yeah.
I mean, is he? Are they contesting it because?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have a tank on there, didn't know.
No.
So yeah.
So hold on. In this mission, do you even get anything for one?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Nil. Oh, it's a lot of shots. But I can't be next to Leviathan. That's just not a good idea. What are you doing? Heroic intervention, can you go up to 6?
You can, yes.
Okay.
For one CP.
Run! So that's 6 and 5 is 11. So he's just going to go inside that building. Basilisk isn't going to move. Actually, it can now. There's no penalty for moving, so might as well. So it's not within an inch of any of the sides. It's fine. What are you doing? What are you doing? Fast. There's a lot of dreadnoughts closing in at you pretty fast.
I'll be more worried about Dante coming get in as well.
Dante's going to be dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
Still his wounds though, 11. Didn't you take one from a high power shot?
Uh-huh.
You took his
Yeah,
wound?
it's alright.
Oh, I thought you were taking it off the board.
Chill the
like-
fuck out.
Whoa, it's too young.
He's just going to move back.
Okay, you can take his wounds back, yeah.
He's you having it?
Yeah, I'm
You good?
happy to
You
do
good?
it.
Okay, good. Right. So you can see.
Yeah, I think you can see him.
Okay.
They'll have one to the cover safe. Why are you not wiping out the squad that's got 2 guys left?
Oh, will do. He's going to do both. I think
Okay.
there's a there's a strat that can use where it counts that they've not moved. Let me just find out what it is. Yeah, so isn't that a strat? Right, so I'm going to fire the Punisher at them and all the other guns at them. Oh, Punisher and Flamer at them.
Yeah.
And the Plasma at them.
Okay.
So, Plasma.
Yep.
Oh wait, he's going to order himself 301s.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to order himself to... reroll 1s.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to order himself 3roll 1s.
Okay.
So, Plasma. Whoa.
That's nice.
Hi boys. Hitting on 3s. Reroll 1s. Yeah. So all hit 3s, 2s, 2s. They're at -3.
So it'll be 5 to save. No. Yeah. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
2 damage each.
Yeah.
Dead.
And then Punisher. So that sorry, the Flamer first. 4 shots. 3 saves, -1.
So 2s. No, 3s, sorry.
Yeah.
1 goes through.
Just 1 damage.
Yep. And then your Punisher is 20 shots now?
20 shots, yeah. Hit on 3s. Reroll 1s.
That's a good amount of hits.
And then winning on 3s. So it is 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 minus 1. So you can do 3 hits.
11 3 up. That wasn't so bad. So another one dies.
Yeah.
And we got one on.
Stubber. 2 hits. No hits. No hits.
Okay. Hey, I've still got that in here.
This guy. How many have you got under there now?
3.5.
Yeah, he's going to shoot them.
Okay.
So, amount of shots. Can I re-roll that?
Yes, you can reroll the number of shots.
And would it be re-roll both dice, Cuff?
I would have thought so, yeah. Because you don't do single dice reroll anymore.
No. I don't know how that works. On 4s. 2. 2s. 2 minus 3.
So we normally do 6s, so 5s. 1 goes through, how much damage?
Flat 3.
Oh, unlucky, you just killed the one guy that had 1 left.
This guy. Who's this idiot here?
He's my warlord. Same lieutenant from the last game. He's your model that you gave me. He's got a big white shield to try and make him like. I'd say.
Okay, so Andrew's checking the lieutenant and if he could get to him. I mean, I don't think Pass can see him. He can maybe see his gun you see sticking around the edge of the building. So technically he could shoot him because he is closer than the squad. But yeah, I think he ends up deciding to take out the aggressors, or try to take out the aggressors to get like points for finishing off the squad. And he also is going to shoot now at Dante and Corbolo because I guess these are he really wanted to keep his past commander alive, but he's very thin on the ground at the moment. You know, like just has 4 tanks left. I mean, I'm kind of thin on the ground as well. In that we just have the 1 squad of infiltrators behind the structure to the top right of the picture. We have the Judicar with the Redemptor. We do have the Redemptor, I think, has only lost 1 wound, and the Relic Leviathan has lost no wounds at this point. So I mean, ignore those 2 at your own risk, right? Because when they do get into close combat, the Relic Leviathan has a strength 16 power fist, or siege claw, I guess, and the Redemptor has a strength 14 claw, which does d6 damage, whereas Leviathan does a flat 3, but still, yeah, so he's rolling damage against these aggressors now. So yeah, he kills 2 of them. My banner bearer isn't there anymore, so there's no fuel, no pain. And then it's just the 1 guy left with 1 wound, I believe. So it was pretty successful. But yeah, like I was saying, ignore the Redemptor and the Leviathan at your own risk. So now I believe he's going to shoot at Dante. And I have saves to make. I think I CP'd one of those saves there. Actually, I think I was confused there. I think that was still the first tank. I think it was shooting at the lieutenant.
and I think he got 2 through, and I CP'd one of them. It was maybe a bad idea. I should have maybe stayed in transhuman Dante when Pask was going to shoot at him, because I believe Dante is about to die now, and that would have been a potentially a better call, I guess. Sometimes it's difficult to know in the heat of the moment whether or not to play a stratagem. I guess, you only have so many CP points, and sometimes you really don't want a character to die. And I guess that's what I was thinking. I don't want my Warlord to die. I don't know why it was important for that Warlord to live. It would be more important for Dante probably to live, because he could have upon Wings of Fired and got over to the other side of the board. But I guess I was just trying to keep the Warlord alive as well. I was thinking maybe I could use him to hold that objective there and have the aggressor run over to the next objective, and kind of... I wanted to score well in the primaries. Ended up, already scoring well in the first 3 turns here. But, yeah, so now I have to take a shitload of saves. It's bad when you have to count up all the dice. And yeah, that's Dante dead. And then this tank is going to have enough shots left over to hit Corbolo pretty hard. I guess he allocated the split fire pretty well. And of course re-roll 1s because the tank didn't move. So enough shots in. Corbolon doesn't really have a good armor save anyway. I guess he's in the structure, so it's a 2+ save at the moment. I believe this is a high power plasma cannon, so it'll be like 5s or 6s that I need, maybe 5s. 4 of them, and it's 2 damage a pop. Not many 5s there. Yeah, so lost both characters, so I guess that was probably a bad move to jump Corbolo. Corbolo could have easily stayed on the other side. Dante would have probably killed that tank himself. Corbolo could have healed. So I guess that's one of the reasons for sharing these battle reports, is so people can learn, probably hopefully from my mistakes. So mistakes were made there, and I think he maybe even got grind me down this turn. He killed Corbolo, he killed Dante, or maybe he didn't. No, he just killed 2, and I think I killed. I think the Leviathan killed a tank, and we shot the other tank off at the other side of the board. So yeah, or there was a tank that Dante was in at. So I'm pretty sure he didn't get grind me down in this turn. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of turn 3.
Okay. Right, movement. You move up 8. Move up 6. You'll move up 6. You'll move up 8. We'll raise a banner. He's going to shoot everything into that.
Yeah.
We're going to high power the plasma, and we'll pay the 1 CP I didn't put it up.
Yeah.
To reroll ones. So plasma on high power, 4 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Toughness 8, right?
Yeah.
3 wounds, minus 4.
Can't say.
6 damage.
So then 4.
Alright, rocket pods. 2 shots. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. 1 hit. 5 to wound. Doesn't wound. Onslaught cannon. Rerolling 1s. Wounding on 5s again. 1 at minus 1.
4 up. No.
Take another wound. Stormbolter. 2, 4, 6, 8. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. 7 hits. 6 is to wound. Rerolling 1s. Take another save. No
Minus 3 up. Fine.
Okay.
I won that.
Tank over here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm shooting everything into that post tank.
Yeah.
Storm cannon. Hitting on 2s. 9 hits. 5 to wound. 4 at minus 2.
And got another 5.
No, 5 at minus 2.
5 bucks.
Take 8 damage. Melta hits. Wounds. Minus 4, no save. Dead.
Does it blow up? Yep.
Ugh.
Your Leviathan takes 3, and my wee character takes 3. Basilisk takes 1.
Alright, I'm going to play Armour of Contempt on the Leviathan for 1. I get 5 plus feel no pain against mortal wounds.
Okay.
I take 2 rather than 3. Okay. Not sure if it was worth it, but I think at this point I'm okay with that. So then it's just charges. I think I can probably get round to your character. Can you check?
You're going to be like 10 to get to here.
So no.
No.
Okay. Okay, so just over here then, we'll start with the Redemptor.
Okay.
He's going to charge you. 9.
Yeah.
He's dead. My Warlord. It would be 8.
Yep.
Okay, and I don't think the Judicar can make it because those 2 are blocking him now, so he's not going to bother. Oh, I mean, unless they roll double 6, maybe Judicar as well. 9, I don't think he can make it, right?
Was passed down to 3.
He lost 3.
Was he? Oh.
No, I thought he was on 10 and then he got mortal wounds, so that would have made him on 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't on 3. He's only done damage to himself, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, didn't some plasma cannons go through?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh, so he's on
I
3.
think he is on.
Yeah, because I feel like I hit him.
I couldn't save it, yeah, that was that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well I didn't change it, so you must have changed it. Okay, well we're talking with the Redemptor first. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go for it. 3s to hit.
And then pretty much it's going to be 2s to wound here. So it's just literally a roll to see if he is going to explode, because obviously he does an insane amount of damage with the claw. So he consolidates, the lieutenant activates, moves 3, and then consolidates 3 as well. They're never going to get the other side of the board, so there's not much point, but that pretty much ends out my turn. And at this point, quite a lot of points gained here. Obviously, I'm scoring lots on primaries because, well, I hold 2 and he holds nothing. But you score at the start of the turn where the Leviathan was in 1, so it would have been the whole 10 points that I got for holding. And then we'd already maxed Bring It Down. We're scoring all fronts again. And then obviously we still have 3 banners up, and the aggressor raised another banner, so it's going to be 4 banners, but I think his tank's about to remove one of them. But still, quite a strong position to be in, really. And then in his turn, all he really has is the 1 tank that's in my deployment zone, the Basilisk hiding behind that vehicle, and that little tank commander. I'm not actually sure what that little commander did. I guess he unveiled the relic early in the game to let him re-roll a bunch of stuff. But I think at this point now he's just deciding who he's going to try and shoot. Like, he's going to try and take... I think he decides that he wants to take out the infiltrators... the intercessors behind that building to try and slow down how many points I'll get from objectives in the next turn. Or essentially in the final turn. So I don't fully remember what he's shooting here. I'm sure it was the intercessors. Oh, sorry, there was an infiltrator hiding left in that building, like holding that objective still. So, I mean, I guess he cleared that off. Oh, so that makes perfect sense why I got 10 in the last turn. I mean, I actually held 4 at the beginning, so maybe I should have scored the full maximum points. We definitely made some mistakes in the point scoring. I mean, everybody's still new to 9th, but yeah, we're hoping to stop making mistakes. I believe I forgot to score some banners in the final turn, but I gave myself an extra point from all fronts. I don't know how or why. So yeah, I guess mistakes are still being made, but this is an early game, and hopefully we're going to be having a rematch against Andrew's Iron Hands list this week. So hopefully that can be up on the channel with a little bit less voiceover and a little bit better editing. I really appreciate any feedback you guys would give me on this. So he's shooting. It must be the Punisher cannon. That's the only thing that's going to get that many shots. So I think he shot this Punisher cannon at the intercessors that are hiding in that building. So I can't imagine he shot the Leviathan, because I don't think the Punisher cannon is going to be enough to do too much against it. So maybe it was the Leviathan. I mean, he would have had a lot more wounds against the intercessors. Yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, well, I guess he wounded out the Leviathan a bit. I mean, the Leviathan had already lost a couple of wounds here and there. So I actually think this profile of the Leviathan, I think he has him down on like 7 at this point. And then the Basilisk shoots. And it gets a couple more wounds through, but solid 4+ invulnerable saves on the Leviathan, so he's staying strong. Oh no, the Basilisk wiped out the 2 guys under there. I thought he'd already wiped those out, I'm sorry. Okay, so I think I've definitely lost that objective up there now. the Leviathan is sort of heavily wounded, but going into this next turn, I guess I just hold 2 objectives now, but I do have 4 banners up. So yeah, we score him up for the end of turn, and I guess he lost all fronts because he lost that tank. I don't think he actually has. Oh yeah, he's got 6 from Bring It Down from the Land Raider and the Contemptor Dreadnought. But he really struggled on primaries. Like, he just didn't have enough board coverage, it felt like, with the tank list. The fact that it was long ways and I was able to get right on top of him, like, on the second turn, really struggled him. Alright, so we're going to go back to in-game audio again now in a second.
So my aggressor will run.
Can't put a banner up mine anyway.
Yeah, he's just gonna run. Nice, not gonna make it. 8. No. Yeah, that's fine. This guy will just move on here. So he's touching it. This guy will move 6. I guess he'll just run onto. I guess he'll come around like this. Not sure what that is. Or maybe it was the aggressor. Oh, yeah, maybe he taking brooms. Maybe he taking someone's. He had 1 left, the aggressor. Can we fight through that, or are you not close
No,
enough? You're purposely too far
yeah.
away, yeah.
I'm 1.05
I think
inches.
Sure, I think it's better for me to be away from. Oh! Yeah, if I go like here, then I'll make them the closest
Yeah,
target.
you can go together.
Okay, and I guess these guys, you'll probably shoot them off the board, but if we come out, we can. Hi guys, thanks for chilling out for the entire game. See what you can do now. And I get I'm up to 2 CP. Do you know what? I might play like one of the Blood Angel strats you never play, which is like you can move in rapid. Oh, but it would only wound on 6s anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, shooting. We'll start with him. No, we won't. He's not in range. Fudge. Okay, so I guess it's just going to be Leviathan. Storm cannon into this, all the flamers into the little guy. So, flamers, 5 hits. What's going to be 2 wound 3s? Is that right?
Yep.
So 3 saves -1.
I think he's on 4s, so it'll be 5.
2 damage. How much health has he got? It's 3, isn't it?
He'd already lost.
I haven't hit him yet. Oh, he
What?
lost 1 from the explosion.
No, he lost 3 from the explosion.
Oh, did he?
Did he?
Okay. I thought he lost 1.
No, he lost 1. That's right. Because it was the.
So he took 2 more. So how many has he got? 3 wounds, 4
I think
wounds?
he's got 4.
Yeah, so we finally figured out in the end that he'd already taken 3 from the explosion, so he was going to take another 2 here from the flamers, so that was going to kill him. And then the storm cannon into the final tank, that's just coming up next. Obviously this is deep into turn 5, and there's not too much. Oh yeah, and the intercessors are going to be able to shoot as well, but again, only wounding these tanks on 6s. The intercessors aren't going to do a whole heap of good here. So, that's why I didn't play any stratagem on them. I think I just saved the CP that I had, and I don't know what I was going to save it or even use it for, but saved it nonetheless. I'm actually confused what I'm looking at. Maybe I'm looking for that intercessor strat because there's nothing. There wasn't much I could do anyway. But yeah, I mean, if you're still here and you've watched this far of the video, I appreciate you sticking around and checking it out. I'm hoping to do more of these, and I'm hoping they'll be a bit cooler. I guess, did you guys enjoy the in-game audio, or would you prefer that I try and just cut from turn to turn so you just sort of see like a rough board position? Or was it interesting seeing the entire game, I guess? The next game I'm going to try and run quite a big Sangorn guard and let you see the strat that I'm using around those guys. And that should be a much more painted list as well for me anyway. I've just started trying out some of these dreadnoughts in 9th edition. So this was kind of like a bit of a crazy Blood Angels list, 3 dreadnoughts. I think I just really like the dreadnoughts in close combat at the moment, like the claws and that. With the Red Thirst, they're just so strong. It's like you're pretty much always wounding on 2s and you're doing multiple damage. And the dreadnoughts are really bullet magnets, and with Duty Eternal used right, they're really, really, really strong, I feel like. Okay, so whatever I was looking for, I guess maybe I finally found it. So now, unsure what that was for. A random one single dice. Oh, maybe we still didn't think that one guy was dead. Maybe it was the final gun on him. The Melta-gun or something. But yeah, okay, so the little tank commander is dead. I think he'd already taken 5 wounds. He should have been dead for a while. And then it'll be the storm cannon to the other tank. We really only get like 2 through, so 2 saves. That would be -2. So 1 goes through, so that tank takes another 2 wounds. So it's definitely bracketed by now. And then these guys are gonna just shoot at it with their bolt guns, a few hits, and 1 wound, and it's a bolt rifle, so it should be -1. So I'm pretty sure that it'll be a 4 to save, so take another wound. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of my turn. There's no charges to be made because I can't really get in range of anything. So I guess at this point I thought I had 76 points. 40 from primaries, 15 from Bring It Down, 9 from all fronts, and 12 from banners. I think I failed all fronts in turn 1, and I guess I failed it in another turn. Not sure which one. Maybe the one that you wiped me out on that far side of the board. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I should have actually... I don't think I should have 9 though, because you get 2 if you have 3 quadrants and 4 if... So I think I should maybe have 8 from all fronts, but then I forgot to add the 3 for the banners at the very end of the game, so I should have had 75 plus 3, so it should have been 78 points, as opposed to 76. You know, I guess scoring maximum from banners is pretty good. If you have a map like this with 3 objectives, then and especially 3 objectives in your own starting zone, if you've got 3 troop choices that aren't going to do too much shooting in the first turn, then banners is definitely legit. And if you can, like I just played this game where I basically sacrificed those 3 troop choices to, I mean, in some ways they kind of helped me with my all fronts as well, right? They just hid in the building, and the infiltrators stopped deep strike. I really like infiltrators, really strong in terms of stopping deep strike. Alright, and we're going back to in-game audio for the final time.
Charge it for a second. Go for it. Shoot it. Go charge it for a second. Go for it. Shoot it.
Okay, shooting. So, tanks and shoot everything at those guys. Okay. Actually, no, hold on. Punish. How many wounds does Leviathan have?
7.
Just tempting. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Everything.
I don't think you can. Are you sure you can drive a straight line?
Yep.
Okay.
That's not good over the middle thing.
No, I'll let you off.
So, plasma and high power at him, and then everything else at them.
Yep.
So, plasma at high power. He'll do his reroll ones thingy.
Okay.
2 3 shots. 3s. All hit. 2. -3.
So 6s. What are you rolling for? Plasma, it's just flat 2 damage.
Oh, right.
Dead.
And then the Punisher, 40 shots in Marines. 5,
No!
15.
Oh, you got. What did you get at the beginning of that turn then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. So it's a 20 twice. On 3s, 2 run ones. So we'll drop 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 15. Oh, 16. 14. 14 hits. 14. And I've dropped 2, 3, 4. So that's another 16. And 14 is 30. So if I add a.
Okay, and then finally, this Punisher cannon is kind of going to wreck the intercessor squad. There's almost no point of that they came out of that cover because they never did a single wound against it. So they chilled all game on the objective. I guess they got me some points, but then, yeah, that's like a fuckload of saves, isn't it? I was just going to roll them all there and see how many failed. So it's -1, so it's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we lose everybody but the sergeant. And I feel like there's something else coming. Like a high power plasma cannon or something. I mean, I don't know why he didn't shoot that at the Leviathan. Even if he killed that, he would have got 3 victory points. Because he had bring it down. So, I mean, yeah, that tank could have. There was a very good chance that tank could have killed the Leviathan, I think, with those plasma cannon shots. Or at least, what did we say? It was on like 6 wounds. We could have got it super low. So, he killed the squad. Oh, I guess he was going for grind them down. Which makes sense. And then, not sure what he shot with the Basilisk with. I mean, this is the end of the footage, so I assume that he just forgot about the Basilisk and didn't shoot it.
So thanks for checking out the battle report. We'll go with the numbers that were on the sheet, even if they were a tiny bit wrong. 76 versus 22. I hope you enjoyed the video, and really, if you did, please hit like or consider subscribing, because we're all about Blood Angels content on this channel. And yeah, any positive feedback you might have on how we can make the future battle reports more enjoyable would be much appreciated. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Until next time, by the blood are we made. Peace.